Hi everyone, in this video I'll tell you my real story. That's a project I have done last year in Sydney, the first big real estate project in my life. At first, I'll show you this photo. This is the first house I bought in 2013 for 440,000 AU dollars. And I sold this house in 2016 for 930,000 AU dollars. You can check history of the market trading easily on the website realestate.com.au. The address of this house, 106 Auburn Road, Birong, New South Wales 21443. In Australia, the real estate market is clear, public and open. If you have friends or cousins own the house in Australia, just ask them the address and go to the website, check condition or property history of that address from the beginning when the house was built. Even the website can provide for you a property value report in the current market, not exactly 100%, but you can consider. Now, look at this. The previous owner of my first house bought it in 2010 for 411,000 AU dollars. Then he sold it for me in 2013 for 540,000 AU dollars. How much money did he earn from selling the house in 3 years? And how much money did I make in the same period of time? I got a big money. The question is, how can I do that? The first thing, if you want to buy a house, you have to own your money. So I have to save money before that. I worked for it for a long time. Then you have to get a full-time job and you can do a mortgage home loan from a bank. Honestly, I borrowed some more money from my parents to reduce my financial pressure. Because I have experience to rent a house when I was a student, so I had a plan to lease all my house and use the money from renting to pay my mortgage. That's the key. So I had to choose a good location, like close to the train station, close to the shops, close to the city as much as possible. Depend on my finance. Easily understand, if you choose the house has too many good points, the price will be more expensive. So I selected the very old house. Trust me, my house was rubbish. Actually, I just bought a big land, because I plan to do something with this big land. After moving in this rubbish house, I had to renovate this one. Otherwise, nobody wants to sleep here. I used almost money to deposit for the house. Then I didn't have much left. So I had to renovate this house by myself and alone. As you see, I had to do it at night time because I still keep the job in the daytime. It looked like I do double jobs in this period of time. I never learned building before, but that time I had no choice. I had to learn everything on YouTube or some handyman who gave me some tips. I just hired electrician and plumber to do something with power and bathroom because I had no idea about them. Yeah, I was the beginner, so I could make mistakes. Do something wrong, just do it again. Slowly, and after 3 months, I got this result. Not bad. That easy for this. Usually I have no worry about the mortgage home loan because the tenants bad for me. Now the most interesting challenge just began. In the second year, I decided to build a granite flat at my backyard. That's why I chose to buy a big land. The granite flat is a small separate house around 60 to 90 square meters with maximum 2 bedrooms, 1 kitchen, 1 bathroom, 1 living room, and sometimes you can build include garage. But at first you have to get approval from local council. Your land has to satisfy all requirements from your local council. The land size is big enough, no ancient tree, no flood area, blah blah blah. So you have to plan all of those before you buy that land. But where's the money? I ran out all the money and build a house. Even a small house is not cheap. Once again, I had to do everything by myself and alone. Can you believe it? Okay, my solution for the money is doing mortgage again. In Australia, after 6 months, if your house increased the value, you can refinance for extra money from your bank. The simple thing is you just pay add-on interest. In addition, you can't build a house without builder license. You have to learn that in college in several years. But you can build your own house with owner builder license. I took several hours to study online for owner builder license. Then let's go. This is the house on architect plan. It looks simple but not easy for me because this is the first time I built a house. For the footing part, I had to hire the licensed plumber as the dry floor, and I don't risk myself for the concrete slab, so I had to hire the professional team to do it. They had excavator, they get very quick and fit to the technical requirement because they had professional machines to scale the height of footing. In Australia, they limit the height of footing and roofing. After the concrete slab dry, that's my turn. I built the house frame. Obviously, the frame was very heavy, so my father flew from Vietnam to Australia to help me. I had 2 people done this job. I'm the main builder, my father helped. After finished wooden frame, we install insulation, wall, electricity, and plumbing. With electricity and plumbing, I must hire licensed electrician and plumber as the right floor, install bathroom, timber floor, kitchen, and here the result. Of course, I had to follow the architect drawing and pass all the technical requirements for this house through the inspector. Anytime he came then inspected the house, he always asked me fix again because I was the learner builder. For sure, probably I made mistake. But if I pass everything, it means my house was very reliable. 3 professional builders. They could finish this house in 3 months, but to learner people like us, we need triple times, just slowly. However, I saved a lot of money. Usually this granite flat costs you around 110,000 grand price on 2014, but I just spent around 50 to 60,000 grand totally. I had some tips to buy cheap quality as well. In the third year, I saw the real estate market was very good for selling. The renting increased bigger because I had more rooms. But at the end, I saw the most profit in this business belong to the bank. They'll collect all your money. So I decided to sell the land, includes 2 houses. Then I designed my garden. I made up with lot of trees, stone, and pavers. You can't believe it. All materials I collected were free, so that saved a lot of money. For sure, I couldn't collect them in one time. I researched them online in 1 year. Anytime I had free, I searched on Gumtree website for free material, and the result I got was amazing. I renovated a little bit in the old house because leasing after 3 years, the house became rubbish again. But this time I was more professional, so I did it very quick and nice. Time's up. I sold the house and you see what happened. I got a big money. Maybe I just was lucky because I sold the house in a good time. After I sold that house in Sydney, I can't afford to buy a similar house here because all the houses in Sydney have grown up, not only my house. But think about this, if the market didn't go up, my house still increased the value because I invested something on this land. Then the market has gone up. I made double profit. So remember, planning is very important in business. This year I moved to Melbourne because the houses in Melbourne are cheaper. However, I changed a little bit in my strategy. I also bought a house with big land and do something on this land. Hopefully I can blow its value by the end of this year and tell you what happened in the January or February of next year, 2018. See you soon.